Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So today I want to talk to you about why everyone is unqualified in the United States. Have you noticed this, guys, that you have to qualify for literally anything today? I mean, just think about it. Like today, I'm going to get my brakes done, right? I pull into the garage. Guy comes out, he's a nice guy, and then he looks over at my windshield. He says, "Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an inspection sticker." And I said, "I'm from Florida. It's okay. Don't worry." He says, "Well, okay, fine, good. I thought you were." And I said, "No, don't worry about it. We don't chase people around. We let people drive their cars freely. It's the free state of Florida. We don't do inspection stickers there, right?" The other day, I went to go get gas so I could cook a steak on my grill here, right? I got a perfect tank. This is a great tank. There's nothing wrong with it. I go to the big box store around here, the wholesale club, and they said, "Oh, wait a minute. We can't fill this gas tank. You don't have a certification on this thing. You're not qualified to get $18 worth of propane here." I said, "Okay, fine." I went right down the street to the independent guy. He picked up the tank, guys. He hooked me right up. He put the gas in the tank. He was wearing a winter hat with my university on it. We had a nice conversation. His daughter went to the same university as me. We talked about how everybody's coming out of college not getting a job right now. Speaking of jobs, have you ever noticed that HR is telling nearly the entire American workforce that they are unqualified because they don't have the right paper, they don't have the right certificate, they don't have a master's degree to work at McDonald's? You got to have a bachelor's required, master's preferred. Oh, by the way, we're only hiring quota hires right now, so you are definitely unqualified, sir. I see what color you are, and we don't want none of you up in here. I mean, everybody is unqualified today, guys. Just think about real estate. I mean, if you want to have a real estate deal that goes off, right? You got to have a real estate agent, you got to have a realtor, a broker, you got to have a photographer, you got to have a home inspector, a banker, a real estate title company, an escrow company, and a lawyer, a home warranty guy, an appraiser. You got to have all these people or else you're unqualified. If you're a buyer, you got to have a pre-approval letter, guys. You can't just simply buy a house from someone who wants to sell you a house. I mean, it used to be in this country that if we had a deal and we knew who wanted to buy that deal, we would simply sell them that deal, right? Like if you knew of a good deal in your city, you would say, "Hey, you want to buy one of these, right?" And your buddy says, "Yeah, I want to buy one of those." "Well, I got a great deal. I got it right down there. I know where to send you. You just go down there, you tell them you talked to Danny, and they'll hook you right up," right? Like if you got a 3% interest rate and someone wants that 3% interest rate because they only have access to a 7% rate, you would generally say, "Hey, I got a really great deal. I can get you 3%. In fact, I got a deal right here you could buy." But we don't do that in America now. Now we say, "No, no, 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 no. You don't get to have you don't get to have the 3. You have to go get a new 7. You have to get really, really expensive money, and you have to pay the high price that I have it listed on the MLS because I listed it really, really high because I got all these people in the middle: the photographer, the banker, the title company, the escrow company, the home inspector, the appraiser, the home warranty guy, the real estate lawyer, the broker, and the realtor. They all got to get a piece of that deal. I wouldn't just hook you up. See, everybody else has got to get a piece of you. And that's how the United States works right now. That's how a consumer economy works. But it doesn't have to be like that, guys. You could buy deals off market. You could sell your house quickly to a guy like me. You don't need a salesperson in the middle, right? Just like if you got a car, like you don't need to go to the dealer and say, "Okay, please give me the most for my trade. And by the way, I'm going to pay you full price for this new car, right? And I'm going to take out really expensive financing back there in the finance office." And like, why would you want to do that if you knew of a guy that was going to sell you that same car at a lower rate? Or let's say he'll take payments, or let's say he'll sell it to you for 50% down and then this many payments over the next 12 months or the next 36 months. Like, why wouldn't you just buy the car directly? when you have that opportunity. But in America, we're always about qualifying. Like, you're not good enough unless you qualify, unless you're approved through our system. See, everybody's all about the system, right? You got to go through the system in this country. You can't just be educated by learning things on YouTube. You got to go to the system. You got to go through 13 years of government schools. Then you got to go through 4 or 6 or 8 or 10 years of more school just so you can get qualified, and then hopefully you'll get a good enough paying job to pay back all of that debt you just took out. Doesn't have to be that way. We don't even need any of this. You can go direct to YouTube University and learn everything you need to know, and you don't even need to go through that system. But everybody's obsessed with going through the system. And I just think a lot of people got to think about this. It doesn't have to be this way. Like, if you want to sell your house quickly, if you got a real estate problem and you want someone to help you with that, you don't need to hire a real estate agent. You could just simply call someone like me, and I can give you at least 5 different ways you could sell that house without having to get all of these people involved to take a piece of you. So I just wanted to give you guys something to think about that. You don't need to be qualified, guys. You just have to have a deal, and you have to have a willingness to work with your neighbor, because we are still a community, I think, right? We are still living in a society where people want to help other people. Like, I want to help you solve your real estate problem. Maybe you got a house that won't sell. Maybe we can work together on that, you know? So don't be afraid, guys. If you know someone that wants to buy your house, I would just sit down with them. I would say, "Hey, look, this is what I want for a price," and then I would say, "Well, this is what I would like for my terms." And then you come to an agreement, and the deal is done. And then we go to the title company, we go to my real estate attorney, and the deal is closed before the end of January. And that's it. But, a lot of people are just going to list their house on the MLS, and it's just going to sit there for a year. And meanwhile, the house stays vacant. You paid $12,000 in property taxes. You paid home insurance. You paid all of these holding costs when you could have just sold your house quickly and easily to someone like me or another real estate investor. So I just wanted to give you guys that idea. Hopefully you like that episode. And just think about it, guys. We don't need to be qualified. We just need to be willing to help each other out and do a good deal. So think about that. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Danny Elliott. Thanks for watching.